Hey guys, how you doing? Carrying on my collection of me being really slow videos today. But today I want to talk to you about wisdom. So I saw my friend Pete the other day, and we were talking about getting older, um, how life's worked out, and how we're changing physically and mentally. And I pointed him to a video a year or so ago, and it was Anthony Hopkins talking about letting go of being right all the time and not being so opinionated. And it really helped me and my friend as well. And I sort of said to him, recently I've been trying to clear and be a bit more conscious in what I'm doing, letting go of physical things I don't need, sorting things, because there's a transition between ages sometimes, and again, some of you aren't going to understand this. I'm trying to embrace the next stage of my life. I think it's hard to get older because there's no email to say, oh, now you're this age, you need to dress accordingly or act accordingly. And there's a hard balance because, to me, I don't want to chase being 20, 30 or 40 or 50 even now. I'm 2 years off 60. So that was great in them other periods, and I'm pleased I managed to get to the 58. But I'm welcoming a different stage to my life. But I said to him, we're on about, I said, when I got older, I thought I was going to become this real wise man who knew everything, and you could help people. If someone asked you, you could say, oh, this is the answer. And I was very opinionated. I tried to learn a lot about things. And I've had to let a lot of things go because of health, mentally struggled and still struggle. My brain's very slow now, and I did a video on this, on internal programs that run in my head, like little computer programs. And I was telling Pete, I said, physically I'm getting rid of things, but mentally also, I've got to clear the space because my brain's just full. And it's so limited to what it's doing at the moment. I'm having to be very careful. I was trying to learn a new language. I did 1,000 days on Duolingo, Spanish. yeah, I'm still terrible at it. And in the end, your brain, I think, is a muscle that you've got to keep using. But I've had to go, no, I need to stop. Maybe it's not about knowing everything. Maybe it's about knowing that you don't know everything. And I felt better just saying that, because we are what we tell ourselves, and for me, just letting go of physical things that I thought identified me, and the mental things, just going, I don't know, I don't know that. And things change. I know I don't need to be right. I don't really see anyone to argue with. But now I just think, yeah, the old program of me goes, oh, somebody said this. No, it's not. But the reality is, now I just think I try and think now, be more like what Anthony Hopkins says, and be more Keanu Reeves from a human point of view, because everybody loves Keanu Reeves. Is a bit more chill. Yeah, I don't know. He just seems a good guy. I mean, yeah, well, nobody knows unless you know them. If the world was more like that, yeah. What was this video called again? I don't even remember what this video is called. Oh, wisdom. Yeah. Sorry, wisdom. So yeah, I think it's okay if you're the same and you don't know everything. Maybe you're a lot younger than me. I mean, obviously, I don't know really who watches this, if anybody watches it. But yeah, for me, it was, I used to compare myself to my dad, who I loved. And he seemed to know a lot. But another thing that really helped me was, I think I've said in the previous video, I really like Buddhism and Taoism. Not from a religious point, but just from a simplicity. And the Dalai Lama said, to a question somebody asked him, he said, "I don't know." And I was like, what? Wow, But at first you're thinking, well, he doesn't know. Wow, he can't be this wise man. But it's how we view what wisdom is. So I like to say, if you don't know everything, don't worry about it. I still think you should. I think everyone should be smart. I think the world now is, unfortunately, getting full of, and I know I sound dumb, but it worries me that I think there's a lot of people who appear confident and righteous, and they're getting their opinion mixed up with facts. That bothers me. But again, the wisdom for me is to not engage in that, really. But I say to my kids, this world's hard. You need to be smart. Get some life skills, and again, I'm not trying to say from a point of view of being a genius or anything, because genius has its own downfalls. Not that I know, but but I think to myself, yeah, just trying to figure this life thing out, really, what it's all about. But as I say, for me, not wanting to be right, not needing to be right, that was great advice. Yeah, just rethinking everything. It's because sometimes it's what we think of something and not what it actually is that can hold us back a bit, I think, maybe. Anyway, I won't endure you through any more of this torture. Short one, but as always, I really hope you're well, and thank you for sticking with these slow, terrible videos. Yeah, I'm sure, hopefully, things get a bit easier for you and for me. But yeah, I'm sorry that the videos are a bit poor quality and slow. But I say, I'm working with what I've got, working with a slow brain at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, thank you if you stuck through. Good to see you, and really do hope you're well. Keep swinging, keep pushing, keep trying. Be happy if you can, and let's work on that resilience. And hopefully see you in another video. Take care of yourself.